Hi, welcome back to Random Reading Pathways. I figured I would check back in with another update. A couple things to share today. First of all, new location here for the video and a new addition in the shelf. Continuing the theme of randomness, this shelf was spotted on my drive home a few days ago, and I was looking for kind of a small shelf to add to this room. It's not real wood, and I don't even think it's really a bookshelf, but it is a shelf that can hold books. So I set this up, and a short time before that, I also was able to come into possession of one of these nifty classic green library lights. So I thought they paired well together. Another feature of this shelf that adds to the randomness of all of this is it doesn't have a bottom attached to it. So it has the added bonus feature of swaying in the wind like this. So hopefully it stays in one piece. But did want to share one random find. I figured I'd do a little bit of an unboxing here. Went out to a bargain store a few days ago, just without any direction or any plan, just looking for a deal, and came across this collection from Gibbs Smith. This is the Nature Readers Collection. So here you can see the 4 titles in there. You got Walden, Leaves of Grass, Travels in Alaska, and Call of the Wild. Got a really good deal on this package. Many multiples lower than it does retail for, so figured it was worth picking up. Don't know if anyone's familiar with this box set, but I figured I would do a little unboxing here on video and see what it's all about. So you have the artwork here, Nature Readers Collection, and the titles. And there is a little bit more artwork on the top here. So going through the list of books here, you start with, so these are, I wasn't actually sure just looking through the packaging, but these are hardcover. So here's Walden. And starting with Walden, my reading history with it. Another one of those on the long list of books that I made a valiant attempt with. Got a pretty good amount through and never finished it. So I'm going to see if I can flip through this and maybe jog my memory of the part that I left off at and see if I can continue it. I do specifically remember Walden being one of, if not the only books I've ever started reading or read a substantial amount of on a tablet. I don't have a Kindle or an official e-reader of any sort at this point. I'm thinking about adding that to the mix sometime soon, but I did look into a couple of free books on the iPad one time, some public domain titles that I could just grab and try to read that way. And Walden I did get a fair amount into, but never finished it. I love just some of the language Thoreau uses in the book and just the general theme that's been discussed many times over of just sort of turning yourself over to nature and seeing what gets made of that. Flipping through this, I mean, it's pretty solidly put together, like really brilliantly white pages, and just really cool artwork on that one. So out of the 4 in this collection, I think I'll probably try to pick up Walden first, since I did get a good chunk of it done some years ago, and hopefully continue through that one. And next up, the thickest book, slightly bigger than Walden in the collection, is Whitman's Leaves of Grass. And I don't really have reading experience with this title. I think I've probably came across some of the poetry in here just, you know, one way or another, either in discussions or online or whatnot. But this has a nice little insert here that they all have. And yeah, so I'm pretty unfamiliar with this work. I haven't really read much poetry. It's got a nice big table of contents that goes through kind of everything in here. Song of Myself, Children of Adam, Calamus. Some of this is sounding familiar. I do believe that this Leaves of Grass is the infamous title that was sitting on Walter White's toilet when in Breaking Bad a certain discovery was made. I won't spoil anything further on that, but yeah, I do want to try to read some more poetry. I know Whitman obviously is needs to be in that discussion. So yeah, just for a couple bucks for this really beautiful hardcover of it, I thought that was a good part of the set to, you know, give me a reason to pick it up. This one, Travels in Alaska, John Muir, I'm not really familiar with. But I did read Into the Wild earlier this year, and, you know, kind of had the Alaskan wilderness on the brain with that reading. I really haven't read John Muir. I haven't read much else about Alaska other than Into the Wild, and, you know, so I want to continue learning more about that. I don't even know if it's fiction or nonfiction. Not a lot of information on the book itself as to that question, but again, does have a table of contents here. Part 1, The Trip of 1879. Part 2, The Trip of 1880. I don't know. Someone will have to fill me in if they know. It looks like nonfiction, if you ask me, but either way, very interested to read that one. Again, these books are just really pretty, and it's got a nice map here on the back, kind of a little whale tail sticking out, and just kind of struck by the whiteness of the pages. I mean, you can't probably see it in this lighting, but it's just brilliantly white. And very easy on the eyes, though, when you contrast it with the kind of warm yellow cover here. So that's Travels in Alaska. And the final book in the Nature Readers collection that I picked up is London's Call of the Wild. I like the, I guess it could be a wolf image on the front. It could be a dog. It could be a coyote. But either way, it reminds me of that scene in Wes Anderson's Fantastic Mr. Fox with the wolf howling in the distance. If anyone's seen that, it kind of looks similar to that image. Yeah, similar layout for this title here. This one I have read not all that long ago, and definitely enjoyed it. The copy of, this is actually one of the few books that I have a duplicate of now upon getting this set, because the copy of Call of the Wild that I read is actually this one here. Whoops. This is a puffin / penguin version of this. Another hardcover with kind of a nice artwork there. So I think the question now for me becomes, do I keep both, or do I return one of them into the flow, so to speak, or into the cycle of copies out there that people can stumble across? So again, kind of putting them together. If you have any opinions on that, let me know which one I should hang on to. I think with the box set, I might just hang on to the copy that came in the Nature collection. But again, here are the four. Turn those over the right way. And for a couple dollars a book for these really nice condition new hardcovers, I thought that was a good find. It will be a little tough for me to part with this one if I do have to. A little sentimental in that I actually did acquire it on my honeymoon over in Greece. So you can see this one is stamped with Atlantis Books, which is in Greece. So it'll be tough to get rid of either one. So I'll have to think about that. But yeah, I just wanted to do that unboxing, show the Nature Readers collection, which I found just for a couple dollars a book. And it will really be nice to add this to the collection. And other than that, I'll be back soon with some more randomness and some more recent finds. Thanks for taking a look.